I think we might be getting close to a result just before we do in Somerton and Frome. Let's just stay on the pictures here in Somerset because, again, there is a little bit of activity. It looks as if the returning officer or candidates are making their way onto the stage. Yes, in fact, they are. Here we are. Let's just dip into what's going on in Somerton and Frome. We can see there, certainly, Sarah Dyke, who is almost certain in Lib Dem minds to have won this seat. Let's listen to the returning officer as the announcement.
Somerset Council, election of Member of Parliament for the Somerton and Frome constituency. I, Robert Pruitt, being the returning officer at the above election, do hereby give notice that the number of votes recorded for each candidate at the said election is as follows. Cork, Lorna Irene Bromley, Christian People's Alliance, 256. Dimmery Martin John, the Green Party candidate, 3,944. Dyke Sarah Joanne, Liberal Democrats, 21,187. Evans, Bruce David, Reform UK, 1,303. Guild, Neil William, Labour Party, 1,009. Mitchell, Rosemary Francis, known as Rosie Mitchell, Independent, 635. Purbrick, Faye Marie, the Conservative Party candidate, 10,179. Richardson, Peter Kevin, UK Independence Party, 275. The number of ballot papers rejected was as follows. Votes are given for more candidates than the voter is entitled to vote for, 13. Unmarked or void for uncertainty, 84. And I do hereby declare that Sarah Joanne Dyke has been duly elected as the Member of Parliament for the Somerton and Frome constituency.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, first of all, to the returning officer and everyone here who has worked throughout the night, and to my fellow candidates who have been on this roller coaster with me over the last month. A special thank you to my family, friends, and Somerset Council colleagues. It's your love and support that has made this possible, and it's made me put everything into this campaign. This is your victory, as much as it is mine. And the same goes to my election agent, Paul Trollope, my incredible team, led by Ruth Younger, and all the Liberal Democrat volunteers from across the country who have come to Somerset to help us win. And of course, a special thank you to Ed Davey, who has now led our party to 4 historic by-election victories over the Conservatives. Ed has been here so many times during the campaign. And judging by how much he enjoyed our visit to a cider maker recently, I'm pretty sure he's going to be back again soon. Thank you, Ed. And thank you, most of all, to the wonderful people here in Somerset for welcoming me into your homes, your town and parish halls, and your businesses, from Frome to Henstridge, and from Somerton to Wincanton. Thank you for talking to me about your lives and your communities, for sharing your worries and your hopes for the future. I've heard from dairy farmers determined to protect our precious environment and feed our country, from nurses and doctors working all hours of the day out of love and care for their patients, and thriving entrepreneurs creating jobs and driving our county into the future. I promise to be an MP standing up for you in Westminster. Tonight has been a stunning and historic victory for the Liberal Democrats, and it shows once and for all, the Liberal Democrats are back in the West Country. Lifelong Conservative voters have today voted Liberal Democrat for the first time. Thank you for putting your trust in me to deliver for you. I will not let you down. And let me say a particular thank you to all those who usually vote Labour or Green, but lent me your votes this time. There is no doubt that our electoral system is broken, but you have shown that the Conservatives can still be beaten under it. I will work every day to repay your faith and trust in me to be the local MP, taking this woeful government on. I am truly honoured by the faith of the people of Somerton and Frome and the faith that you have put in me tonight. It is humbling to be elected to represent the place my family have lived for generations and farmed for over 200 years. This is a wonderful part of the world. But like so many places across the country, we have been let down and taken for granted for far too long by a tired and out-of-touch Conservative government. While families struggle to put food on the table or pay their mortgage or simply see their GP, this government is too busy being a circus of chaos. Well, the people of Somerton and Frome have said it loud and clear tonight: enough is enough. People have been left without a voice in Somerton and Frome for far too long. That changes right now. Instead of an absent Conservative MP letting you down, you have an active Liberal Democrat MP lifting you up. So to the mother in Milbourne Port who told me how she couldn't get a dentist appointment for her children, I hear you and I will fight for you. To the man who told me how his elderly mother sat on the floor for 13 hours waiting for an ambulance to arrive, I hear you and I will fight for you. To the amazing farmers of Somerset, the custodians of our countryside, you are my family and I hear you and I will fight for you. And to all of you, seeing your energy bills, mortgage payments and food shop go up and up with no end in sight, I hear you and I will fight for you. So to everyone here in Somerton and Frome, no matter how you voted in this election, I hear you and I will fight for you. Thank you.
Sarah Dyke there, clearly delighted, jubilant with her lengthy speech there, thanking everyone, obviously a local candidate and now the MP for Somerton and Frome. Well, Munira Wilson, you called it within minutes of this programme going on air. Just before I get your reaction, I mean, it really is a stunning victory yet again for the Liberal Democrats, and the Conservative candidate completely crushed here. Let's have a look at the figures. Liberal Democrat gain here in the West Country, 21,000 to Faye Purbrick for the Conservatives, almost 11, or just over, I should say, 11,000 behind. So the Liberal Democrats have won Somerton and Frome, and Sarah Dyke is the Liberal Democrat MP. Let's have a look at some of the other figures here. Well, as you can see, 55% of the vote to Sarah Dyke, 26% to the Conservative candidate Faye Purbrick. Let's just have a look at the swing. It'll be substantial. Ooh, plus 28%. I mean, a drop of 30%. That really is sending a signal to Rishi Sunak and the Conservative government. It is actually, you know, pretty well in line with other swings to the Liberal Democrats in by-elections, but then the Liberal Democrats do well in certain by-elections. Oh, there you can see 29% swing from the Conservatives to the Liberal Democrats. We'll get Munira Wilson's thoughts in just a moment because it is time for the news.